Hey, hi folks. How you doing tonight? It's me, Vic, the Whiskey Minister, back on the airways again, or airwaves as they say. Mind you, not airwaves now, it's internet. So, yes, back live, trawling through my whiskey selection box. It's feeling really sorry for itself now. There's only 3 drams left in it. We're on to day 22, 22nd of December. It's really going to be Christmas so soon. I'll tell you how I know it's going to be Christmas soon, because my middle daughter Lisa is on the way home. She's always home for Christmas. So she's on a bus coming up to Inverness at the moment. So looking forward to having her home. So it's getting really close to Christmas. We're nearly finished this whiskey selection box. And we're back on the mainland and up in Speyside tonight. So I'm looking forward to this. We've had loads and loads of great drams. Really enjoyed going through all these drams. I might pick out some of my favourites tomorrow or 24th or 25th. We've got long now, have we? But there's been some great ones. Now, there's been ones that really haven't been to my taste. But that's the great thing about whiskey. There's whiskey for everybody, everybody's palate, and everybody's style that you like. So there's a whiskey for everybody. I never believe it when anyone says, I don't like whiskey, because there's a whiskey for everybody. But I've liked a lot of these, I have to say, and I like a lot of those that are behind me. So I do like lots and lots of different types of whiskey. Sorry, I notice I've got one wing in, one wing out. There you go. So we're on day 22 of this wonderful box that I got from the Really Good Whiskey Company. And let's see where we're going. So, quite close to home for me tonight, we have got a Benriach, and it's a 12-year-old sherry wood. So, Benriach, not far from here, just south of Elgin. What is it? 2 miles south of Elgin, 2 or 3 miles south of Elgin, down the Rothes Road. So, it's kind of like in the heart of Speyside, and it's quite a big distillery. You can see it as you drive past. They've repainted the huge Benriach name on the side of the warehouses. I love that. You know, I like seeing that when I used to go to Islay. You'd see it on the warehouses there. But I love it wherever you go. And I like seeing Benriach as you drive down. What is it? The A95 from Elgin to Rothes? Can't remember. Anyway, what we've got tonight is the Benriach 12-year-old sherry cask. Got a few people on. Bill, my old favourite, of course, is on straight away. And Eric Waite from the States. How you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you for ages. Eric was over um, doing the Edinburgh Whisky Academy. Was that a couple of years ago? It must have been a few years ago before You Know What arrived. So Eric was over and did the gig. Got Yap from the Netherlands. Kerry Feeney, how you doing? Yes, I need to catch up with you and your dad and have a dram with Denny soon. I had many a dram with Mr. Feeney in the past when I worked for Diageo. And there's Graham as well, one of my old muckers. Oh, Graham tells me it's the A941. Oh, well, thank you, Graham. And you would know being a Rothes manny, so that's good. So, lots of people on tonight. So let's go on with the dram. So this is Benriach, 12-year-old Cherrywood. Benriach kind of got known when it was owned by Billy Walker, did lots and lots of different things. It's now part of the same stable as Glendronach and Glenglassaugh. Glendronach, probably the better known of the three. Glenglassaugh is the one that I'm more familiar with, because I've had quite a few Glenglassa at the blind tastings with a Really Good Whiskey Company on the last Sunday in the month, and we've had a few Glenglassas in there, and they were really my find of 2020. I really loved some of those Glenglassas, but I am not familiar really with Benriach since it's been taken over after Billy Walker. But you can see they're doing lots of good stuff. I can hear lots of good stuff with Benriach, with Glendronach and Glenglassaugh. We've taught some of the guys the marketing guys and the ambassadors from that stable at the Whisky Academy. So it's been great. So I'm looking forward to this. So we have the Benriach 12-year-old sherry wood. So probably it's going to be influenced by sherry casks. 46%, no colour, non-chill filtered, and it's a beautiful colour. It's not too dark. It doesn't look like a sherry bomb, but we'll see. Nice looking whiskey. Oh, and a nice nose as well. Now that's not overly sherried. Not overly sherried. It's like ice cream soda. You know that? I mean, last night I was talking about the lemonade that we have up here, sort of red cola called Murray Cup. Well, this is another sort of lemonade that we used to get as a kid. Remember ice cream soda? It's that sort of vanilla-y, sweetish, custardy kind of smell. That's quite predominant. There are sherry notes in the background. Oh, and there's Bernard. Bernard, I think he was on the last Edinburgh Whisky Academy course, just done recently. Hi, Bernard. How are you? And it's very fruity. I'm not getting a huge amount of what you would class as sherry notes coming off this at the moment. There is a hint of it, but for me, it's more fruity, sweet, that ice cream soda, sort of custard. Oh, that smells really nice. With a hint of sherry notes in the background. Let's have a taste. Cheers, guys. Hope you're enjoying your dram tonight. Oh, that's really good. Oh, there's so much going on in that. Again, it's the sort of apples, pears, fresh fruit, sort of tropical fruit that I'm getting more of. The custard notes, vanilla notes, a little bit spicy, and quite a burn. Now that's a 46%, but not a burn as in bad. Just a warmth. That's really nice. And yeah, that's really good. More of the fruit influence for me than the sherry influence. There's Eric asking, how do you get orangey sweetness notes from a sherry cask whiskey? Well, for me, it's probably coming from the fermentation. So there's lots of fruits being developed during the fermentation. And of course, depending on how long you mature your spirit, those sort of fruits, those esters, and some of the other compounds, they're going to come all the way through the maturation, and you're going to taste them in the final whiskey, even out of a sherry cask. So not all the flavors, not all the influence is going to be coming from the wood. Now, most of you know what I teach and what I say, and I think the majority, 60, 70, 80% of the flavor, depending on what it is, will come from the wood. But you've got that 20, 30, 40 that's coming from fermentation, distillation, that is going to influence the final spirit as well. So that's where you get a sort of fruity notes, or I would suggest. But it is so fruity on the nose. Absolutely delicious. Dodie saying he likes a Glenglassa as well. Good for you, Dodie. I haven't seen you for a long time, sir. I hope you're well. Saw Darren recently, Dodie, up at the football. I haven't seen you at the mechanics for a long time, Dodie. That would come along some afternoon, sorry. Yeah, brilliant. And there's Christopher, all the way from Canada, who used to live in Avis. How are you doing, Christopher? Good to see you online. So I am really enjoying speaking to you guys and chatting with you guys, but also enjoying my 12-year-old Benriach. I almost said Ben Romach. 12-year-old Benriach in a sherry wood. Delicious. There are hints of the sherry notes there. It's not a sherry bomb by any means, but there's notes of sort of raisins, tiny bit of coffee maybe, but not huge sherry notes. I'm really enjoying this. You know, you guys know me. I'm more of an ex-bourbon man than an ex-sherry man, although I'm getting right into my tam do's, I have to say that. But this is a delicious dram. Nice and gentle. You know, I try not to use the word smooth because a lot of whiskey connoisseurs on Facebook get really upset when you use the word smooth. Don't know why, it doesn't bother me. But this is really gentle, well put together dram, more fruity for me and sweet. If you're after a sherry bomb, that's not the dram for you. You probably might go and have a Glendronach from the same stable. But this is delicious. Really enjoying that. Dessert whiskey? Don't know. But delicious. Absolutely loved it. So that was the Benriach 12-year-old Sherry Wood, 46% of deliciousness. So thank you for joining me on this, the 22nd of December. I'm nearly finished my advent calendar, my whiskey selection box. Much better than an advent calendar with just a wee sweetie in it. So I'm loving working my way through this. So we've got 3 days left. 3 nice looking whiskies, a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 29-year-old. So, sounds good. So, see you tomorrow. Oh, while I remember, we're going to be online again later on tonight. Myself and Jim from Outlaw Rum are going to be online, and we're going to be tasting this little beauty, the Outlaw Rum Isla cask. And we're going to taste it along with a few Isla whiskies. So maybe got a Kalila and Ardbeg or something in there. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's coming at 8 o'clock. So join us for that. I am away now. My nose is picking up some rather delicious aromas that is not whiskey. I do believe we have a roast pork and roast patties coming very shortly. So I'm going to be a happy boy tonight. So thanks for joining me while I drank my Benriach 12. See you tomorrow night, around about the same time. 3 more nights to go, guys. 2 nights till Christmas, but we've got a drama on the 25th as well. So thanks for joining. There's my old mate Woody. Arrived late again. Well, didn't matter, Woody. You were here. So good to see you all. See you tomorrow night. Enjoy what you're drinking, but whatever you're drinking, and if you are drinking, be responsible and stay safe. And I will see you all tomorrow. Cheers, folks. Have a good night.